Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Inspired by boredom, equipped with loose morals, and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands.
So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves.
This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Thank you to Megan from Tabletop Potluck for that intro read. I know Megan through both being patrons and fans of Cloverkin, one of the artists that we have here on Botched, Tabletop Potluck, which is a podcast, which you can get on all your podcatchers. She and I have talked about her show before. It's a great show. I highly recommend everybody checking it out. Their new season, Season 4, hits July 12th. That's coming up real quick. You can check them out over at tabletop-potluck.com. All their social media is at Tabletop Potluck. The first few games are going to be Kids on Brooms for some magical school adventures, and then Brindlewood Way for a cozy murder mystery. So check them out over at tabletop-potluck.com.
Previously on Botched.
Grub make a whole building pretty with fire and smash two little dumb jerk boys. They won't be jerk boys now, but for some reason whole town make Grub think she not welcome. Now she follow Pigeon Man and other funny name guy to next big smash party.
Welcome back, listeners, to the 57th episode of our 5th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are going to start where we left off last time, as the party is still in the holodeck, though there is a Tenebra standing in front of him, a little dumbfounded, and he basically says, so I don't want to make this weird, but it's going to take a little longer to make the modifications.
Don't break character!
I don't have a character. I'm literally just standing in the holodeck, and I'm just letting you know.
Who are you, you knave?
You
I
must
am
be
Arundel,
a quest
Wood Elf of
giver.
the Forest.
Giving us a quest is what we desire.
No, you guys were in the basically like the waiting lounge sort of thing. It's the
Oh, I see
the sandbox mode.
Exclamation point above your head, quest giver.
He literally looks up, like crouches down. There's literally nothing above.
You're too close to it. You cannot see it.
You know what? I'm gonna load up your quest for you. I'm just pulling up random 20th century Dungeons and Dragons games. So I'm gonna need you to just hold on. Everything's gonna get a little weird for a second, and then
Are you a mage, sir? Using such strange words?
He just dissipates, and everything around you goes black, and it's just you guys in your character sprites in this big
I think
black
we've
void.
been banished to another realm, party members.
You hear a computer voice come over the intercom. It says, "Loading program now. Please wait while processing."
Is that the voice of the gods?
And it just says processing on the screen for a second, and then a loading bar appears.
Nice. Not long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of misfits, drunken misfits, joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
And all of a sudden, the lights start to come up, and everything sort of starts to reappear in these almost like 8-bit format, like just blocks coming up out of the ground, and then the pixels fix themselves so they look smooth and looks more realistic, and everything pops back up. And you are in a similar looking section that you were in just previously. You're standing in front of a tavern.
Is this the same tavern we just burnt down?
Yeah, didn't we?
It's a different tavern. It's a slightly different tavern. The Stubby Pony.
I hate this place. I'm going inside.
It's nighttime.
I bet they don't even have Elvish strong wine.
So you open the door. It's pretty poppin' inside. The tavern's also pretty large. There's a second floor even. There's a band playing in the background. There's a bar on your right. Various tables scattered around. People, sitting here and there. And there's a bartender just cleaning a glass. He's a fairly big burly dude with a bald head. handlebar mustache, just cleaning a glass. Bob, you guys hear some man.
Go ahead.
Enya.
And Enya.
Cover band
Drum
doing
and
Enya.
fife Enya trio, right?
Sure, Enya cover band plays in the background.
So dope.
Oh,
Guys, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
go take nap.
Speed run. We can fit so many episodes into this first one. All right, I run to the bar. Do you have any Elvis Strong wine?
Elvis Strong.
At the same time, I'm throwing darts.
Roll to throw darts.
We botches.
I got a crit 20.
So you're throwing darts. You just have darts. You just throw them. Somebody's already playing darts. It's a guy in a pretty smarmy-looking costume or something like that. But the darts go flinging by, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna challenge me to a dart contest?"
Yeah, you think you're pretty good. Hey, bartender, do you have any Elvis Strong wine?
I
Artisanal
don't.
only, please. Ah, what kind of a horrible place is this? I guess I'll take some whiskey in a pint.
Yes, here's whiskey in a giant glass. Drink. Con save.
I'm gonna chug it while I throw the darts as I fight this guy. Con save, 20, non-natural.
You chug it, no problem whatsoever.
Dart game, three rolls.
Yes. 3 rolls.
Average them.
No.
They're 3 different darts.
3 different darts.
Jesus Christ, I'm on a hot streak. 24, 19, 24.
One of his darts didn't even hit the board, just went completely elsewhere. All of your darts went roughly around the center of the board. His other 2 darts were sort of out on the outskirts, and he's like,
But
"Damn."
what about his darts?
His darts?
That's what you said.
Whatever. Darts.
All right, you owe me money now. I'm gonna go sit at this table.
Double or nothing.
Ah, all right. I'll do it blindfolded.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
15, 10, 12.
Your first dart is slightly better than his. Somewhere in like one of the middle of the sides. But his 2 darts hit dead center, and your other 2 don't do that. They're just sort of off in no man's land. He's like, one more game to decide the winner.
I hate you. Here, have a pint of whiskey.
Okay.
Be a man.
Con save.
That's a gold.
He vomits.
I opened my eyes this
He
time.
just starts vomiting. He gets like one swallow down. He thought it was going to be beer, but it's actually whiskey. And he just starts to vomit profusely. Just
I pick
nonstop.
his pocket while he's vomiting.
Okay.
Is there, how's his band doing? Is his
not
band
doing great.
Are people up and moving? Up and dancing?
There's upstairs, people are dancing a little bit. There's a
Okay.
dance floor. Downstairs, nobody's really moving to
I'm
it.
gonna go up to the bartender and.
Yes, what can I do?
Yes, you can get me a longshoreman.
A longshoreman?
have a long.
Do you want me to get you a longshoreman?
Yes, I'll take 3.
And he just knocks on the desk, and 3 burly men with very small shirts and pants come out. He's like, 3 longshoremen?
That's what I ordered.
And they're just giving you the come hither
Yes,
look with
let's
their big
go
meaty
dance
digits.
in front of the Anya cover bands.
Sure, and they're just like, they're doing Night at the Roxbury, but you're the one in the middle.
Yes,
They're just dancing
but it's
between
a
you,
triangle,
bouncing
so
you
c-
around. Yeah.
Oh,
And they're high
I'll
on cocaine.
also take house wine.
Thousand Island dressing coming
Yes,
up. And
yeah.
he just gets you a big old
Fermented
sippy cup of Thousand Island dressing.
Pfizer Island.
Pfizer Island dressing.
Good.
I'm gonna go to Thigh Island.
I'm
Yes,
gonna drink
please.
it as I dance with these bros.
Okay, roll con save.
Save. It's a con. Nope. So 15.
Yeah, your tummy's it's a little gross. The consistency's not particularly palatable, and it's like room temperature Thousand Island dressing, so it's just gross. But you don't get sick. It's just weird.
I'll also take a hot cider to wash down this Thousand Island dressing
It's just like hot. Okay, yeah, sure, hot cider, and he just
with
gets,
double cinnamons, please.
he puts 3 sticks of cinnamon in.
And make sure it's the cinnamon wood, not the bark.
Since you got 3 longshoremen. you
Well,
figure
okay, yeah, that's
stick
fair.
of
We can
cinnamon per.
Got it.
Yeah.
And I'll drink that as well.
Sure. Roll me a dex save. Because basically the way I'm imagining this is you're
20.
still getting bounced around by the 3 guys, and you're trying to simultaneously get the drink and also drink it while bouncing around.
20.
With a 20, you keep it perfectly level while they're bouncing you around,
Yeah.
so you can keep on drinking your nice warm
Bouncing.
cider.
And then do you want a
Bounce,
con
bouncing.
for drinking
Hot cider?
plus Thousand Island dressing? Okay, you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a Thousand Island apple aioli. Spiced apple aioli.
And what is our third adventurer doing as you enter into the bar?
No, like music. You have fire drink. Last place have fire drink.
Fire, like, what do you mean by fire? You mean like literally on fire, or just makes your insides burn?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And he starts to whip something together. He puts something together. It's a fairly... He has a metallic container, and he starts throwing in all these different colored liquids. And it starts to bubble up on the top, and he's standing kind of far back, and he sort of tosses a match at it, and it just goes... and shoots fire up in the air for a solid 2 or 3 seconds, and then it settles down. It's just a nice little subtle flame above. He's like, all right, there's a flaming butthole.
Now, Gruh, you're going to want to blow that out before you drink it.
Gruff
Don't
thinks about it very, 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 very hard. Oh, no.
Don't gatekeep a
yes.
drinking.
Fine, Gruh, no burn face today.
Grundle.
So you're just chugging this or sipping
I blow it out.
You blow it out.
And then I throw it back.
Okay, roll me a con save. Because it's essentially jet fuel.
Yeah, but some of the alcohol burned off.
Well, she's not made of steel beams, so she'll be fine.
That's an 8.
So which direction are you pointing?
Towards the band.
At the band
Towards
Yeah.
Towards the band?
Yeah.
and dance
Okay.
floor.
So you it feels like this burning sort of belch is coming up, and somebody happens to be sitting next to you smoking a pipe. And when you belch, it sort of hits this pipe, and this torrent of fire just shoots out into the dance floor.
420, bro.
Super
Blaze
lit.
'em.
It doesn't hit anybody. It just goes out like a flamethrower for a few seconds, and then just recedes. Your whole esophagus feels like it's on fire, though. You don't feel great.
I didn't think this was the kind of place to have pyrotechnics.
I mean,
You say
Mary.
don't feel great. Gruh, love
we
feeling.
just try and, have the amenities that people need. I don't know. All of a sudden, perception check.
I got a 5.
Critical 20.
Okay.
God, I'm just getting fucked around by 3 strong dudes. Have a
17.
bottle of Thousand Island dressing in one hand, a hot cinnamon apple cider in the other,
Living the life.
and just scanning the entire room.
Jenna, what's your character's name again?
Gruh.
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 And Tristan, what's your character's name again?
Arundel.
Arundel.
But I talk like Merrick.
Okay.
Apparently.
Well, Arundel, you don't notice anything. You're too busy dealing with the
Throwing darts.
the dart situation.
Stealing that guy's wallet, which I haven't rolled for yet.
Everybody else notices. In strolls a woman in pretty fine clothing and 3 fairly large guards behind her, all humanoid. They stroll in, and she tries to make an announcement, but nobody can hear it over the noise. So she does a movement with her hand and then claps them together, and all of a sudden the sound just goes out in the entire place.
My.
You try and say that, but nothing
Mop.
happens. It's just
Mop.
mop, 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 nothing. And she's like, yes, well, I've come to announce that I am looking for a set of adventurers to help escort some very precious cargo. We are paying very handsomely. My name is Dolores, and these are my 3 guards, and anyone interested, we will meet you outside in the morning. That is all. And then she claps her hands
Death to
again,
Dark Hell. Oh, it sounds back.
and everything comes back, and she just walks out.
Gruh, no like be silenced.
Gruh.
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 What's up, Gruh?
Are you a talented musician?
I think Gra, a very talented musician, yes.
Let's take the stage. You seem like a drummer.
There's a set of halflings on the stage. They're like,
Hey, we're kind of doing a thing here. We got a set going.
Not anymore, tiny man.
God, just sizes. Everyone's sizes.
Seems like you're the opening band.
Give me your fife.
15, 20 minutes, that's all you're supposed to fill.
They just take their instruments and they leave.
I said give me
No,
your
we
fife.
take their
God damn it.
instruments.
And they leave them on the stage, and they just wander off to the bar where the bartender's like, "Here you go, boys.
right.
I'm sorry."
It's in a sippy cup.
It's one of those that can't fall down.
Yeah, Weeble
The
Wobbles.
Weeble Wobble cups. Yeah.
I'm gonna performance with my fife to play some like jazz flute
Hot
while
lick?
Grub plays the drums.
Okay. Performance.
22. I double specialized in it.
In fife.
Well, in performance.
He majored in
okay.
fife.
What'd you get, Gruh?
Gra got 1.
Like a nat one?
Just hits
No.
hits the drum once.
Okay.
Gra rolled a 2.
But it's
No,
offbeat.
he didn't hit the drum. He just
Go right
swung
through
the
it.
stick and made a drum noise.
Boom, boom.
It's offbeat horribly.
Is there
Bum,
any
bum.
other instruments left on the stage?
Yeah, there's an alto sax.
I'm gonna pick up the alto sax.
Sure. What are you playing to go along with the fife?
One continuous long note, because I have a circular breathing, and I can hold that note for hours.
Okay. We're gonna roll performance to see how well you do of a note.
Gruh, if you drum without rhythm, you won't attract the worm.
The worm.
Boom, boom.
21.
Your note, you pick a more tolerable note. You don't pick the most high-pitched, annoying
I want a
note of all
low
time.
drone.
Sure, that's fine. It's still better than high-pitched squeaking,
Yes.
like hurting ears kind of thing. So you and Arundel are doing a fine job. Gruh is,
Boom.
he's just, yeah, Gruh's just doing Gruh stuff. You do notice that the bar's starting to get a bit rowdy. The dark guy's annoyed because it was tied up, and then he just walked away to go freaking
And then he missed his
play
wallet.
fife. And then other guys are starting to fight in the bar, so it's getting rowdy. The music that you're playing is not sort of setting the mood very well, so everything's starting to escalate a little bit.
Arundel, do you know killing in the name of?
Do I ever?
Let's spice this party up, shall we? I
got a
got a
13. It's not bad.
critical 20.
Gruh?
10.
It's better. You're hitting the actual drum this time. You're
You're
still
on
making the
rhythm.
noise, but
Boom.
you're also hitting it. Boom, boom, boom. The saxophone's going nuts, like just all kinds of trills and extra notes in there, just all over the place. You're doing pretty all right, Arundel. You know, it's fine. But you notice that the tavern's still sort of escalating. The bartender's like, "Oh, come on, come on, guys, settle down."
The name of.
And he
Fuck you, I won't do what you told me.
he
Fuck you, I won't do what you told me.
he has one of the barmaids pass a note to you guys.
Well, since
Gruh, can you read?
Gra, no. Gra, no, read.
you know what? I'm gonna take it right, and I can take it with one hand, and put it to the music stand that's clipped to the end of my
Sure.
alto sax and
Yeah.
read it.
It says, if you guys can somehow calm down this bar, you drink free for the rest of the night.
And yeah, it is.
Hold on.
Boom.
When the lions
Hold on. All right. We've got to put everyone to sleep, and we get free alcohol for the rest of the night.
Gra stands up and walks to the nearest person
Okay.
and punches them.
Jeez.
She's technically
Okay.
drumming.
Roll
He-
attack.
It's a 20.
Yeah, you fucking just deck some dude in the face. It was seemed like a man in his 40s, I would say. You just clock him right in the face. He was actually not even being rowdy. He was sitting there enjoying the music, like clapping along to your weird drum. And he's like, yay, as you walk up to him, and you just fucking sock him right in the mouth, and he just falls backwards out of his chair.
That's how Grux says, thank you.
Like this? Like this weird pigeon man?
Yes, but maybe with your instruments and not with your instruments of death.
Girl grabs her drumstick and just walks toward the next patron.
Okay. And then what are you guys playing to try and ease the patrons? While Gra manually does the job?
Following your lead.
So I will break into... jeez. I'll start playing... In
Frank
Dreams.
Sinatra?
I'll start playing In Dreams by Roy Orbison.
Okay. I don't even know what that one
I don't know
sounds
that
like.
I got a 20.
What'd you...
Sing it, baby.
Um,
Can't.
I was thinking Sinatra, but all right.
what Sinatra song did you want to play?
That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say.
All right, fine, we'll do that.
Flying high in April.
Shut down in May.
Shut down in May.
Okay, so you got... So, what did you roll for your performance?
Oh, you know what?
Aaron?
I don't want to do that anymore. We're
Okay.
playing River of Dreams by Billy Joel.
I
Okay.
hate Billy Joel.
I know, but it will make
Idiots
people.
love
It
it.
will make people either leave or go to sleep.
Whatever you say. I got an 8.
And I got a 20.
You're playing it great.
I don't really know this one.
In the middle of the night,
I like that song.
I go walking in my sleep.
Unfortunately, Arundel's not doing a great job.
With the river so deep.
He's doing okay. Gra, what are you doing with your stick?
Just got a nat 20. Gra is sitting there clapping her hands and just reaches out and grabs the next patron.
Sure.
And
Reaching out and
smashes
touching
them.
face.
In
Yeah.
the face with the stick?
Oh, like this song. Smack.
With the stick or your fist?
With the stick.
Okay. You just fucking wind up and like it shatters the drumstick across this guy's face. It reverberates in super slow motion as his head sort of jerks sideways and he flies sideways out of his chair. He is out cold.
Doot doot doot. Ba-doot doot toot toot.
So this keeps going on for a while. People are calming down, though the ones that are close to Gra are a little more alarmed because he's just he's just
She?
system. Oh, Gra's a girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Gra was a guy. Sorry. She.
Gra is for girl.
Gra.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. She is systematically just going table to table, seat to seat, and decking people. They're not even putting up a fight because they're distracted by the show, drinks, and Gra's like just steadfast determination to put everybody out. Though people are starting to just leave.
Good.
Upstairs, they're sticking around because they haven't really noticed the whole Gra knocking people out thing.
I'm gonna start drinking as well
Okay.
because I guess. Well, I'm working on it, but playing the saxophone hurts my throat. I need something to wet my whistle.
It's a
If you know
reed.
what I mean.
It's a reed.
Wet my whistle.
It's a reed.
No,
It's a reed.
no,
it's a
my
reed.
whistle.
No, but a saxophone has a
It's
a reed.
I use a whistle.
That doesn't make sense.
It's a fantasy alto sax. The first rule of improv is to say no.
Exactly.
Give me a drink.
The roof.
All right, what do you want?
I want a ginger cider.
Okay.
And I'll have a Cape Cod.
He just gets like a cider and just starts like grinding a ginger root into it.
Good.
He mixes up and he's
Perfect.
just like, all right, here you go.
Oh, it's fantastic. I drink all of it at once.
Con save?
Critical one.
Okay.
But I slam it down,
Uh-huh.
right? And then I put my saxophone right to my mouth.
So you clang it back, and as you're bringing your head back down, the saxophone's in your mouth?
Yeah, and I'm also hitting the spit valve.
Sure. Well, so when you make the note, you notice that when you're doing the motion to sort of belt out that note, thrusting your chest out, all of a sudden just vomit shoots through your mouth, through the reed, into the saxophone, and just starts shooting out all of the spouts, and the whatever at the end is just dribbling out because there's not enough pressure to shoot it out the big hole.
Then I close the spit valve.
And then bleh, bleh, bleh. It's disgusting. There's vomit all over the dance floor.
What about up top?
What about up top?
Is it arcing enough to hit the people upstairs?
Oh, it's not exploding that much.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have that much vomit.
Yeah, fine. I'm just trying.
Arundel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna light the roof on fire.
Whoa! No! Don't light the building on fire.
The roof.
No.
The roof is on fire.
No, don't light it on fire.
Oh. Wait, where'd that lady with the quest go?
She's outside, I think. I think she said meet her in the morning.
Oh.
You got 6 hours before that, though. So
Well, then I'm gonna start taking my fife upstairs.
Okay.
And doing a dance play. Grah, follow me and play on the tables upstairs.
They need be asleep too?
Yes, we're taking this show mobile.
We're taking a tour. A bar tour.
Grah and all on tour.
I'm gonna play Harvest Moon upstairs.
Sure. Roll your performance.
They have a Super Nintendo upstairs to play Harvest Moon on?
Maybe.
I got a 14.
You're doing pretty okay. Grah, you notice that a very skinny, 5'4" male with just like a handful of daisies and a farm hat just slow wanders over to you, and he's got like a very pensive sort of like stance to him, and he's like, "Ma'am, I don't know how to say this, but you're the prettiest thing I ever seen in my whole life." And he just holds out the flowers towards you.
Sign me.
Bruh, no. But bruh, no like you. And I punch him.
Okay.
That's a 10.
You actually punch just to the side of his head, which causes the hair to sort of whip by on his face, because there's like a little bit of a draft from your fist going. He's like, "Oh, well, I no means no," and he just goes to leave, just walks away, sort of scuttles away.
Maybe Grah make mistake. He seemed like nice guy.
That's how Grah says I love you.
Okay.
But he doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't know that, so he's running away, because you just tried to punch him in the face.
Like when you're on the schoolyard and you make fun of another person that you like. You just make fun of them and you push them.
No, Grah's just stupid.
10-4.
Sure. Though, Grah, you notice that another fellow, this one shirtless, greased up, very muscly, is just in that sort of pugilist stance.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you.
For Crashing House.
I like your jib. Gonna cut it.
This make you feel like big man?
I am big man.
Oh, okay. Sure. Go ahead.
I'm like 6'4", muscly. Look at it.
He's just guns glistening in the candlelight.
Gross. You are gross.
I
Go
am
ahead,
beautiful.
big man. Go
What?
ahead, big man.
Oh, you want me to punch you first? Okay.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, that's gonna hit me.
You said does or doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay. So he just socks you sort of like in the face, like around the cheek area, for 3 damage.
Okay.
It makes a sound of like hitting like a thing of meat, just stung a little bit. Yeah. You're a big girl.
He's like, yeah, now me.
No.
What? What do you mean no? I hit you, you hit me.
I know I'm big. I don't need to hit you.
What? You hit everyone else, why don't you hit me?
They needed to be asleep.
I'm awake.
I don't like you.
You're not fun.
Her grandmother hits harder than that.
Grah just walks away with her drumsticks going boom, Boom.
He walks away like,
Boom.
I will never start women.
and just leaves.
And you never will.
Meanwhile, he's just spewing vomit.
It's more Thousand Islands dressing than anything else.
It's hard
now.
to tell if it's blood or Thousand Island.
Well,
dressing, really.
let's do a contract. It's both. Oh my.
Eventually, everybody is either asleep at the tables, or you've knocked them the fuck out. And the bartender's just like, well, I mean, this is what I asked for. So I mean, free drinks for you guys. Although maybe you, Mr. Cool, is that it?
Oh, it's cool.
Sure, bird noise. You might have had a little too much to drink.
Oh no, I'm actually completely sober now.
Sir, you said free drinks.
And it doesn't matter how much I've had already.
I guess.
I had an agreement with you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Is there some sort of state oversight committee here where you get fined if you overserve people in this medieval town?
No, I just don't want him to die in the bar.
Oh, don't worry. I'll walk outside to die.
And he just lines up row after row of tankards of ale. And he's like, all right, have at it.
Oh, that's funny that you think this is going to take all night. Are you aware
Elvish
that we
beer
have
race, bud?
Are you aware that we have a girl?
I mean, I do see that you have a girl.
It's not a girl.
Now you're just making bear noises.
It's just,
Yeah, see? That's
I kind of nailed it.
So yeah, he just lines up all this booze. He's like, all
We're
right.
gonna need 3 rows of those because there's 3 of us and we're having a beer race.
Okay.
We are elves.
I'll just
And
start
whatever
with
that is.
I'll just start with 6 each, I guess. So he just puts a row of 6 tankards of ale in front of you.
Is there anyone else in the bar?
Not awake.
Okay, thank God.
Well, the barmaids.
Oh no!
They're just cleaning up the mess of the vomit and the blood and the broken sticks.
The mud
That
and
was
blood.
where when I got there. Oh, those teeth are not there. I took them and put them in my pocket. I'm going to make a doll out of them.
What? There's other parts to a doll than teeth.
Don't tell me how to make a doll. I've been making dolls for years.
I don't want to see the dolls you make.
I won't show you unless you pay.
I don't want to pay to see
All
that.
right then.
Why would I want to see that? It sounded more nefarious till the pay part.
I gave you the option and you didn't take it.
I don't want it. Also,
No,
why
that's
does your
fine.
voice keep changing?
I'm going to drink now.
You sound like a circus clown and then a murderer.
These are not the same thing.
18.
Yeah, you're drinking with
Drinking right along.
little to no issue. You're feeling a little gurgle in the tum-tum.
Well, that's acid and reflux. I've got acid reflux.
Acid and reflux. But yeah, you get through it pretty quick. How about Gra and Arundel? How do you do with your drink off?
Yeah, Gra's gonna grab like 2 tankards per hand and throw them back.
The key is to relax your throat. Arundel rolled a 20 on the die and has a +2, 22 total.
Clang, 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 clang. You definitely drank through it.
Clang, clang, clang.
You drink through it the quickest, and you have no rumble in your tum-tum. You feel totally fine.
What elves drink daily?
Gra?
That's a 22. 18 on the die.
Nice.
You know what? You managed to keep pace with old Arundel. Just you two are just clanging them on down. The bartender's like, I mean, you guys don't. You have hours left. You don't have to rush through the booze, but all right. It just
This is a zero-sum game, so there's a limited number of booze in this house.
And I don't want them to get oxidized by sitting out here.
Okay. He puts out another 6 for each of you.
That is an 18.
That tummy gurgle's getting worse.
I got a 14.
And you're starting to feel very full.
From which end does it feel like it's gurgling? Is it going up, down, or
Up.
yes?
Yeah, but you feel like you need to pee because you've drank so much.
Don't want to break the seal yet. I'll be peeing all night.
That's fair. That's fair. Gra and Arundel?
14.
Ocho.
Arundel, it's hitting you. You slowly make your way through that booze, but you're starting to feel it. It's getting heavy in there.
Should have had that pint of whiskey before I chugged these 12 beers. Shit.
Starting to get a little swazy. And
Roadhouse.
Gruh, you're having sort of the same issue. Not quite as bad, but your tummy's getting gurgly and everything's starting to sort of sway a little bit back and forth. And as the bartender pensively puts another 6 in front of each of you with like a face, that's when we're going to take a break. Hello, listeners. This is Dennis, the world's most okayest DM, here to talk to you once again about patreon.com/botchedpodcast. Now, as you all know, every month we have a new guest that comes on. In this instance, we actually have 2 guests. Tristan was on vacation, so we decided to have 2 people on. Fortunately, it is a tandem of Steve and Smashy from Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, or if you want to go check them out on Twitch, 2 Dorks TV. Great people. It was great fun. One of the more fun Patreons we've probably had in quite a long time. So if you want to check it out, head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe at the $5 level. For now, here's a clip.
Smashy good, gorilla.
Smashy good.
Dude, I love Congo. Don't even play around. Congo's the best.
Stop eating my sesame cake!
Anyways, the theme, in case you're wondering, is deserted dessert dungeon or something along those lines. Hey, I didn't ask for it, they did. I just made a weird, crazy thing in response. But anyway, so head on over to patreon.com/botchedpodcast and subscribe in order to hear the rest of that episode and all of our hundreds of other hours of content. And also, Botched Podcast now has a P.O. Box. So if you ever want to send us anything, just send it over to P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, PA 17325. I'm sure we're not going to get a whole lot of super weird shit or anything like that. We'll open it on stream. Anywho, back to the show. And we're back.
All right, after this 6-pack, we should have a sleepy tummy pile.
Yeah, Gruff feels swimmy again.
swimmy. All right, roll one more con save.
Oh, boy.
Arundel got a 5.
15. Got an 11.
15 for me.
Okay. All 3 of you very slowly get through the booze. And like when that last one finishes, you are swaying in all directions and you're like, oh,
hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on.
The insides are the bartender's just like, you guys don't look so good.
That's fine. Line 18 more up.
Do you have a vomit trough?
But put them into to-go cups.
Gonna need nappy.
Put them into to-goes.
And you guys are sort of sitting there, and your heads are leaned back a little bit, and you just, and then all of a sudden it happens, and you just force vomit just explodes out of your mouths, knocking you backwards out of your seats, and you land on your backs.
Oh, but we're all wearing Heelys, so it just rolls us right out of the room.
Roll me deck save with disadvantage. Everybody?
That's 2, so
Great.
let's see
10.
what the second roll has.
Oh, 19.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, the first one was a 21.
Damn.
I got a 4.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Only Gruh is sober enough to realize not to keep her head straight up and goes a little to the side, so it spews off to the side, whereas you guys, when you land backwards and hit the ground, you're still fountain vomiting up into the air, but it's just spraying back down all over yourselves.
I'm
It's
vomiting
ruining the
up.
Oriental rug in this bar.
I'm vomiting up, and it's arcing into Arendel's area, and he's doing the same.
Back to
but
yours.
it's like the Bellagio fountains of vomit.
Back and forth into each other's
But
mouths.
once my mouth exits or has no more my vomit, it gets full back up with Arendel's
Which
vomit.
just makes you so sick that you just keep vomiting, and it's just going back and forth.
Yeah, we're vomiting back and forth forever
The
and ever.
vomit is, after a few moments, it's like a shallow puddle on the entire floor of the inn. He's just like, I knew I shouldn't have offered free booze. He's just...
Puke angels!
Puke angels! Puke angel!
But
Puke angel!
After you slow Puke Angel around, which is, to you guys, feels like you're doing Puke Angels, but to the barkeep, you're just flailing wildly in the puke.
Yes! It's that euphoria of, I am doing this as perfectly as possible, and it's just a fucking shit show.
Death twitch.
Yeah. But that lets him know that we're not dead.
Yeah. And he just sort of, because you guys just keep every so often, and it just bubbles out. So he just sort of latches onto your feet a little bit and just drags you out of the bar and just tosses you off to the side of the steps. So you're all passed out in a belly pile like you asked for, vomit covering yourselves, except for Gra, who just has a little bit all over her face.
Are our tummies
and
out?
Then technically her back, because they dragged her through all the vomit. So your entire backside is covered in vomit. Are your tummies out?
Yeah, he wanted a tummy pile.
That's the only way I sleep.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
good. Tummies are
out.
exposed.
Need to rub tummy.
I'm hot. Need to cool down.
The only way to stop this indigestion is to transfer our tummy powers.
With our tummies
if we only
combined.
had some pizzas, that would be something.
Okay. So you guys drift off to Dreamland. Roll me con checks.
Disadvantage or no?
Yes.
Disadvantage.
Sure.
11.
11.
4.
Okay.
I rolled a crit 20.
You all wake up, but you are just the most hungover.
Oh, my brain
ever.
piece.
It is
Gonna have head bees again.
awful.
Head piece. She's got a hive head, is what it would say.
Hive mind.
I feel like a bag of squids tossed in cayenne pepper.
And
Don't say squid.
the sun has risen a little bit. It's light enough out. You hear a rooster crowing in the background, and you notice that there are
I throw a knife at the rooster.
Of men and women standing, opposite of the woman that came into the bar the night before and her 3 guards, and she's just got her hands on her hips, just looking at the group. And
is she letting her backbone slip?
No,
because she's not dancing then.
Her backbone does not fall out of her body.
I don't throw up this far.
We're here to solve your adventure problem.
We're going to be the
You guys are drunk.
Yes.
It looks like you rode high perception this morning.
Elves can't be drunk. Shut up. A shotgun of beer.
But unfortunately, I'm desperate, so we are taking any and all comers, so welcome to the adventuring party.
I haven't come in years.
Okay.
Are you... who are you with?
My name is Dolores.
Dolores.
And you speak for...
the king of this country.
Okay.
Well, what do you want?
We are...
And so she motions to a carriage.
You have a PowerPoint?
That's not too far away.
And she's like, we are transporting the very valuable cargo in that carriage from here and, to the barbarian lands.
Oh.
And we're expecting, there could be, pirates or whatever along the way, so we need someone to help watch the carriage so it doesn't get, robbed.
I think they're called bandits on land, not
There
pirates.
might be pirates,
Whatever,
but
pirates.
there will be a barbarian.
You don't know that we won't go on water. There could be pirates, but yes, also bandits.
Land pirates.
Yeah,
Keep
land
out
pirates.
a watch for fallen trees, Dolores.
Yeah, of course we would watch for fallen trees. Then we'd have to move them out of the way for the carriage. Like, what are you talking about?
Makes sense. Well, I hop on board and take a nap.
Whoa. No, you don't get to ride the carriage. You have to walk.
I ride the mule?
Hold on.
No,
hold
you
on.
walk.
No, I'm going to sweet talk her. See, look,
I hate you. You don't even have to say a word.
My friend here
the more you talk,
is drunk.
It feels like my face is going to peel off of its skull and hot fire is going to shoot into your soul.
Listen,
That's that motion you're doing, where you're almost spewing your vomit. I
I'm
can
not
smell.
spewing anything.
I can smell the vomit.
Well, I
Smells
don't.
of vomit.
I don't brush my teeth
Dog
because
elfish vomit.
I don't believe in fluoride and putting that inside of me.
You don't drink it. You
Oh,
swirl it and then you spit it out.
Excuse me
Why
for
are you
having
drinking fluoride?
a higher education where somebody told you not to swallow your toothpaste. Good on you.
You just take the tube and you suck on it.
That's not how that works.
Oh, well.
You don't. It'll give you brain. It'll give you brain damage. Yeah, never mind. Makes sense.
My friend cannot walk, but yet still wants to be paid.
What?
I'm a first-class customer here, lady. I toss her the guy's wallet that I stole from the dartboard.
What? Customer? What?
She grabs it. She opens it. It's empty.
Yeah. There's literally nothing in this. You literally just threw me a sack with a half-eaten apple in it.
Yeah, that's a magical apple.
It's not.
Persuasion.
I can detect magic. There is nothing magical about this apple.
Well, I'm still gonna sleep on this mule.
Why? It's a horse.
Tired.
That's a horse. That is
I'm
not
an
a mule.
elf.
What does
Girl
that
walks-
mean? You don't even need to sleep because you're an elf.
Girl walks up to the horses and smacks one on the butt. Okay, lady, you
What
want
are
me
you
smash?
doing?
I smash. We go.
I
go.
didn't say. Oh my God! This is going to be the longest trip ever.
What's your name?
My name
Guard
is
number. Guard number 2.
Super guard.
Super guard. Is that your name?
I just go by Super Guard.
That's a dumb name.
Well,
but I bet you earned that title.
Well, actually, my middle name is Duper.
Okay,
Super Guard Incorporated.
Super Duper Guard.
I hate you. I now know how that woman feels about me because I feel that about you.
No, I
Fast.
like his name Super Duper.
See, she knows. It's a good name.
Fast travel.
She eats bunnies when they're alive. I've seen it happen.
Bunny.
Who doesn't enjoy bunnies?
Bunny.
Sometimes you have to eat rabbit out in the woods. It's good stew.
Okay, I'm going to start walking.
Tum Tum need bunny.
Okay. So right
Deep fry a
after
rabbit.
you exit the
Stumpy pony?
little village
Oh.
that you were currently located in, you notice that there is a group of bandits just standing there waiting.
What are those?
Land pirates.
Oh!
And they're like, give us your we heard you talking about the valuables on that carriage. You give us that carriage. We won't have to hurt you. It's like 6 dudes with clubs. Like
Is it
rags? They're not even like
I look up to
armored.
Dolores. Oh, is this
Land pirate. Yeah, go.
Is this-
This is what we're paying
what-
you for. Yes. there
How
you
much-
go.
Wait, I'm getting. You guys are getting paid.
You're gonna
I
get
paid to
paid.
come here.
How much time has passed between Tavern to right now?
10 minutes?
All right.
Not much time.
Initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Do we get... we could have had an action before initiative, but...
23.
5.
15.
Arundel, you're up first.
I take out my short bow.
They're arranged in a semicircle outside the door, by the way.
Outside the door?
The gates to the village.
So this is a bandit village? They're just right outside the gates?
It's not a bandit village. You were in the village. You're exiting the village. The bandits are outside the gates in a semicircle.
There's no guards to shoo them off?
No, it's a very small village. It's basically
shoot at
just
one
a
of them with my
tavern,
bow.
a stable, and like an armory that sells arrows, but it's always closed for some reason. It's got weird hours.
I got a 12 to shoot one.
Oh, yeah, you fire and hit.
They're in rags.
Yeah, they have like no armor, and they don't seem particularly dexterous.
How about a 9 with my arrow? Max damage.
Yeah, so you shoot one of these guys, it hits him directly in the throat. He immediately grabs his throat, he's just... and just blood spewing out of his mouth like the vomit was spewing out of yours.
Been there, brother.
Jesus Christ!
Are they intimidated? Do they run?
Do they run?
Yeah, I'll do an intimidation after that.
Sure.
16 on the die, and my charisma is +2. 18 altogether.
They drop their sticks and just run away.
Ooga booga.
And they just run.
Even the guy with the arrow in his throat?
No, he
Yes.
doesn't run
Yes,
anywhere.
he does, but not far.
He doesn't run very far.
And then he falls face first onto the arrow, pushing it right through.
And it just makes a noise as it squirts up.
Let's stab him some more and take his wallet.
The carriage just runs over him. Just doesn't even bother to go around. Just like, fuck that guy.
Dolores,
Yes?
am I paid on commission
What do you mean?
by the kill?
No, you paid at the end of the mission.
Oh.
If we make it to the city that we're trying to transport this to, then you get paid.
Crush Town?
Yes, Crush Town.
All right.
Kingdom of Crush.
Well, I'll whistle while we walk.
Twerk!
I prefer if you didn't make any noises for the entire time.
Did I bring my saxophone?
Yeah, we didn't give them back to the halflings.
I mean, I thought you guys just left them where they lied.
I would never leave that
because
out
you had
sax.
passed out in the bar.
It's true.
I figured you didn't have it strapped to you.
Give me a
I
high
mean, you're
low.
a bard, though.
Give
Don't
me a
you have
high
other
low.
instruments?
And don't fucking cheat like you always do in these high
don't
lows.
cheat on the high lows.
I have like a 4% chance of getting these correct.
That's just because you suck high low.
Low.
No.
No, I don't believe it.
You can walk over and look.
I'm not wasting steps on you.
It's an 83.
I hate this game.
You just suck at 50-50s. If you think about it, you got a 50% chance of being wrong the whole time.
It's 100%, Dennis. It's 100%.
Don't you have other instruments?
Oh, that's true. I'm a bard.
Yeah.
And I pull a didgeridoo out of my back pocket.
Wow.
Dolores is like, absolutely. Don't
Oh, you know
even
what?
think about playing that didgeridoo. We're trying to sneak through the woods. We don't want to attract attention.
I open up my
Sneak through
fanny
the
pack.
woods. Sneak through the woods.
She leans in. She goes, bears love didgeridoos.
Oh, I love bears.
God damn it. She goes, what's that over there?
I'm too focused on my music because
Is it
I'm
a
a
bugbear?
professional.
Roll insight versus this persuasion.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You feel compelled to look in the direction.
So I turn
Uh-huh.
and I still play.
Uh-huh.
What do I see?
Nothing. There's nothing over there.
And I turn back.
And there just happens to be something right there, and it just whacks your didgeridoo. Which
Does it
causes-
break it?
Cracks it.
No.
It makes it. Now the noise is just wrong. Let's just do that for a whole episode.
It's the Hypnotoad.
Wow, 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 wow.
Well, fine if you're going to be rude and break things that aren't yours.
I'm sorry, I got too close. I was trying to point over there.
I put it back in my back pocket.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna
And
go
out of
with
my
it.
fanny pack, I take a hurdy-gurdy.
She goes in the carriage and just shuts the blinds. You hear a click as the door locks. The carriage just keeps going on its way.
And I'll just play the hurdy-gurdy
Sure.
as we walk.
Okay. So you guys are
Keeping
traveling.
morale up.
Yeah. You guys are traveling for a solid 4 or so hours. Are you guys keeping a lookout or just sort of walking around enjoying the time?
Constantly giving the forest an ocular pat-down.
Ocular pat-down.
Yep.
Okay. Roll me perception then.
Girls looking for snacks.
Okay.
15.
When you say looking for snacks, do you mean out and about everywhere or like on yourself trying to figure out which pocket you put it in?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Me and the wild. If there's an animal I can smash and snack.
Okay. Then you roll me a perception check. Arundel, what are you doing? You guys are still a little hungover, but
sleeping
not-
on this horse.
You're just strung out on a horse. Okay. What'd you guys get?
15.
11.
Okay. Both of you notice, except for Sleepy Boy, that you're hearing this like cracking noise in the not too far distance. It's like a, but it's like very slow cracking.
Girl,
It
wonder if
sounds like it's getting
crunchy.
closer as you guys keep going down the road.
I stopped playing the hurdy-gurdy.
Okay.
Huh?
That's the only thing that was keeping him asleep is your fucking hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, he's like
Something's wrong.
He's like a camel in Super Mario Brothers 3 when the lullaby crank item is being used.
I proceed with the 16.
I don't remember
What's
that
going on?
Oh.
You're hearing a cracking noise, like wood cracking. It sounds like it's getting closer as you move down this road.
This is clearly a forest kraken.
Yes, a forest kraken.
I believe you.
Jump on the line.
As a drow, I don't know forest. Aren't you a forest elf?
I am.
He knows this place better than anyone.
He knows woods.
Is Forest Kraken crunchy?
Yes, it loves farmers markets.
We should get it.
Get your weapons at the ready.
Okay.
I alert the caravan.
Oh, okay. So now the caravan is on alert, and all of a sudden, the cracking sound is very, very close by, and one of the large trees on the side of the road, it just is as it's falling down almost directly onto the carriage. The carriage driver is going to attempt to make an evasive maneuver and manages to whip the horses around, and the tree lands right next to where the animals are, which freaks them the fuck out, but manages to avoid the carriage. And also, because you let them know, it doesn't crush any people, like the other people that were part of the party. They all hop out of the way. And you start to hear this, like, out in the woods.
Well, thank God. I loved that horse I slept on. I think his name is Peeber. I stroke Peeber's mane.
Peeber just has a bucket hanging next to him. It's weird.
Behind him. That Arundel keeps getting snacks out of.
Crunchy snacks. Snacky s'mores.
You have snacks?
You best share snacks.
These are vegan elf snacks.
But are they good?
They are green, and they look like they have, like, stringy bits in them.
Green? Yeah, poop. I guess it's like an olive green.
Yeah.
What was the noise we heard?
Like a weird little, like a high-pitched noise.
Squirrel pirates.
What languages do you speak?
Squirrel.
It's not that one.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even speak Elvish.
I speak Kraken.
Probably probably Elvish, Common, and probably Dwarvish.
Okay.
Dwarven.
You do not understand the noises that are coming from the woods. Any different languages between you two?
Just common and giant.
Yep, nothing from you.
Elvish, Common, and Draconic here.
Nope. You do not understand the languages that are being spoken. It's just this, like, high-pitched chittering noise.
Ooga booga.
You see a bunch of, like, little red eyes and yellow eyes in the darkness of the woods, and you can see, like, little outlines of shapes, but you can't see exactly what it is. And all of a sudden, these spears come out of nowhere, and they start hitting the other members of your group, like, in the chest and all over the place. One dude is straight up speared to the carriage, just...
Message for you, sir.
And Dolores, like, opens the shades, and she's like, what the fuck? And she just opens the door, and she gets out, and she crawls under the carriage and moves to the other side. You're not sure what she does. And her guards get off the carriage at that point and go to that side, too. But you guys can see there are a bunch of these small shapes right in your immediate vicinity. What are you doing?
Arendel's going to dash and then hide in the woods.
Okay.
But in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roll stealth.
I got a nat 1.
Okay. He's hidden behind a single stick.
Yes.
Not a log, not a tree, but a stick. But he's perfectly still.
Must
So he
be still
thinks
like
that
the
he is stealthed.
Become one with the bush.
Grub's like, where you go?
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna take out my hammer and walk toward the little creepy boogums.
Okay. They appear to only be... When you get closer, you can better see their shapes. How normal of an adventure would you say your character would be? Like going out on adventures and getting into scrapes with monsters and things like that.
Like all the time, I would say.
Okay, then I would say that you're pretty sure that these are goblins.
Oh.
You're like,
boats.
Goblins. And they're like only 2-3 feet tall. They're pretty small, and they have like spears and daggers, and like as you're approaching.
Can I?
I'm going to
grab
run
one?
It is not
behind
your turn,
Graw.
elf man.
Hold on. I'm going to run full speed at the back of Graw
Okay.
and climb onto her shoulders
Okay.
and ready my crossbow.
Okay. And then Grow, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab. I want to try and grab one.
Okay, grapple check. I've been rolling hot with this heavy dice lately.
That's a 21.
Beats a 2.
You should put that through your dice tower.
I don't know where it went.
Oh.
I was gonna, but I don't remember what I did with it. Yeah, so you just pick it right up. Its legs and arms are, flailing around wildly and saying, but yeah, you have it. It's very light. It weighs barely anything at all.
I'm gonna look up at and say, "You think he's crunchy?"
Oh, most certainly. But only one way to find out what it's filled with.
And I
So-
crunch him.
So its face it's sort of very pointed and bony, and like it's got these sharp little razor teeth and these beady little yellow eyes, and it says, so you're just biting it in the face? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna crunch him.
She's a Goliath,
Okay.
right?
Roll a bite attack.
Like, it's small and she's size large, so she can just...
Okay.
Would that be like strength?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Okay.
D6 plus strength.
That'd be a 20.
Yeah, no, you're gonna bite him. So it's a D6 plus your strength, or D8. D8 plus your strength.
Okay, that's 6.
You bite his fucking head off, like literally just, and just blood spews out. It's this bright greenish blood, just spews out all over the place as it's making this. Until it stops making that noise because you've bitten through his windpipe.
What's the filling?
What does it taste like, Dennis?
Yummies.
It tastes kind of like rotten chicken a bit.
Gamey.
Like
It's pretty
undercooked chicken.
He's meaty.
Good
Not my
eye.
favorite.
A little stringy.
Good
but
eye.
very, very bony.
Could I try a bite of it?
And I just hand him up the severed, like, the body.
And I nibble the neck.
It's like the monster from Pan's Labyrinth that's biting the fairy heads off.
Yes, yeah, completely.
Okay. The rest of the guy was like,
Do I hear that?
yeah.
I'm going to pop a shot off.
Oh, you could see them. They're all there.
Well, I'm going to pop a shot off.
Okay.
Pop it like it's
Pop
hot.
shot.
Pop it like it's hot.
17?
Yeah, it's going to hit.
If a goblin gets an attitude.
Chomp it like it's...
Chomp it.
Chop it
Chop it like it's
hot.
yum.
Chop it
like it's yum.
17 to hit?
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Whew.
At least my arm's
9
not going up.
damage.
You shoot this thing in the head, and it like turns his head into a canoe, just like explodes the back and front out of this thing, and the sides just sort of flap down. Just
Oh, I filleted that snacky for you.
and, and all of a sudden, this volley of spears comes out of nowhere. One's a crit 20, and one's a 18 on the die. What's your AC?
15.
The other one will not hit you. So, the crit 20. So you're gonna take 20 damage. It's all these
And I
spears just.
It appears that I've been. I fall backwards.
Sure.
Off of Gra. As I've literally been turned into a charcuterie board full of toothpicks.
Charcuterie board.
Are you out?
Yeah, I level 1.
Yeah, I forgot we were level 1.
So as hits the ground, slow motion for everybody. It seems like it's weird. It's like a little added effect, maybe. That's what we're gonna call it. So thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers. His Lord of Magistry, Big Jim. He who is Steve, the Nuck, Big John, Lord Chronic, Skinner, Shanda Panda.
Praise her, long may she reign.
B-Mel, Snuggler Supreme, Zunder, Disgruntled Furniture. If you have the moment and the dollars, head on over to patreon.com/Botch Podcast and support where you can. Yeah, $3 a month. man, just gets you into the community. $5 gets you those weekly one-offs. Nope, those monthly one-offs that we do. We just hit our 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
There is 5 fucking years of back Patreon episodes. If you are caught up live and you want more Botched, a little $5 donation over at patreon.com/botchpodcast can get you 5 years worth of shit that you have missed.
48 episodes. Sorry, they're 2 a month. 96 episodes.
No, because at some points we were doing 3 to 4.
God damn.
There's over 1,000 hours of content over there. This year,
for $5.
In this year of 2021, we've had Tony P. Henderson, Anthony Rapp,
Jack Packard
from Star Trek.
We've had Brian Ibbett, Coverville, and Bill from Run Jump Stomp, Stadia Cast, and Nintendo Switchcraft. All of that is over there. And to top it off, you get your stupid fucking name read at the end of an episode of your favorite D&D podcast. So thank you, Snuggler Supreme, for becoming a patron. We salute you. He who is Steve. You on this episode, Word Commander.
You chunky baby, you.
Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro themes. More of them over at Gozer_music on all social media. But as always, a little Cosser told me that EP that I said last week is never coming out. Their album should be out in the summer of 2021. So super cool about that. So check them out over at Gozer_music on all social medias. And as always,
as you take a nap on a donkey, scream Botched, and we'll hear you.
We'll see you next week, we wills.
Botched Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. You can support Dennis's new comic book projects over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios. And you can support Phil's streaming projects over at patreon.com/imaginarynomad.
Oh, you alright, bud?
No, that hurt. It hurt my internal chest wound.
Oh,
I sneezed again today and it hurt.